And welcome to Pure Adrenaline Sports, everybody. I'm John, coming to you live tonight to bring you the Mets and Pirates, game one of this weekend series. Mets are on a 6-game losing streak, so they're going to try to get the ship righted on their end. Let's take a look to see how the Pirates are doing. We'll look at tonight's pitching matchup between McGill and Hill. It should be a good pitching matchup. I believe we're going to see a lot of ground ball outs tonight. But let's look. Pittsburgh got off to a hot start, but lately they're 32-29 in a game behind the Brewers. So they've lost first place there, but still only a game back and 6-4 over the last 10, and on a 2-game losing streak currently. So both teams coming in looking to rebound and get that win, and we'll be right back. Alonso cranks one to deep left.
Really going back. It's out of here, and the Mets win it.
Alonso cranks one to deep left.
Really going back. It's out of here, and the Mets win it.
Let's get into tonight's lineups. Tonight's pitching matchup again is McGill for the Mets against Rich Hill for Pittsburgh. Should see a lot of ground balls. McGill gets 44% of his outs on ground balls and Hill 32%. So lots there. Thank you once again, everybody that was hanging out with us last night for the Mets and Braves game. That game went extra innings. The Braves came back. Mets had a 10-7 lead. Braves come back, tie it up, and then win it in the bottom of the 10th. But right now the Mets are struggling. And Alonso's still out of the lineup, so we'll see what they do with that. But for the Mets lineup tonight, it'll be Nimmo leading off. Alvarez once again batting second. Hit a couple home runs last night. Tommy Pham batting third. Lindor in the cleanup hole again. Marte out and right. McNeil at second base again. Canna at first. Escobar at third. And Vientos DHing tonight. So still in the lineup, but DHing. So that's good. We need to get him in the lineup. We need to figure out if he can stay up here. If not, we need to send him back down so he can play every day. So we'll get into the Pirates lineup when they come up to bat. But Hill will be on the mound. Hill throws a bunch of pitches, 6 different pitches, a 4-seam fastball, a sinker, cutter, slider, changeup, and a curveball. Now, the changeup and slider, he only throws 1% of the time. So, most of the time it's either going to be the fastball or the curveball. But, he's got plenty of weapons in that arsenal. Oh, got a message coming across. Let me go over and check that. Dante says, sorry how the Mets blow 3-game leads back-to-back games against my hometown Braves. Oh, no worries. It's part of baseball. And the Braves are better than the Mets. So, it does stink for us Met fans, but, we did lose to the Braves are the better team. Not just their lineup, their pitching staff as well. And I think it's starting to take toll on the Mets not having Diaz in that bullpen. Not saying that the Mets would have taken 2 or 3 or anything from Atlanta, but I think it's just starting to wear these guys down, not having Diaz there at the end of that bullpen. But that's all right. Dante, thanks for stopping by. First time I remember seeing your name in the chat, so hopefully you enjoy our streams. Make sure you hit that like button, vote in the poll there before you head out. Some other sports tonight. You know, it might be helpful if I get the game broadcast up, huh? Let's do that so I can call the game while it's happening. All right, once again, here in the first for the Mets, it'll be Nimmo, Alvarez, and Pham. Nimmo batting .283 on the year, 5 home runs, 25 runs batted in. Striking out a lot. 58 strikeouts on the year, so that's high for Nimmo. Last night he did hit the grand slam, but that was it. He was 1 for 5 with that grand slam. Reynolds, Jawinski, and Palacios in the outfield for the Pirates. Here's Hill with the first pitch. Outside, 1-0. The 1-0. Outside, 2-0. That's 3-0 the count. So Nimmo should wait for a couple pitches here. Strike at the top of the zone. 3-1. The 3-1. There's strike 2. The 3-2. And grounded. Oh, fair ball down the line. Nimmo will stop at first. So he leads off with a single. That'll bring up Alvarez. Alvarez with 11 home runs on the year in 127 plate appearances. So on a good pace for anywhere from, if he were to play a full season, about 35 to 40 some odd home runs. Ball inside to Alvarez. Hill a little wild to start tonight's game. Carlos and PJ from Uneducated Sports Talk saying, "What's up, Pure Adrenaline Sports? Good to see you. I got the Mets in this one today. Here's to a great game, big man." Oh, man. Carlos, thank you so much for stopping by. Love the streams. If you guys are into the NBA, USFL, XFL, NHL, check out Uneducated Sports Talk. Does a great job over there calling games. He mixes in some baseball games as well. Here's the 2-1 to Alvarez. And that ball's lined down the right field line, foul. 2-2. So we've got a 2-2 count to Alvarez. Nimmo the runner on first. Nobody out. Fouled off again. Still 2-2. Here's the 2-2 to Alvarez. Grounded down to third. Up over to second for 1. Oh, and dropped at first. So he's safe there. So 5-4 put out at second. But Alvarez is safe. Uneducated says, Didn't realize the Pirates were 3 games over 500. The more you know. Yeah, and only a game behind the Brewers. So here's Pham. Ball way inside. The 1-0 to Pham. Down low, 2-0. The Mets batters so far tonight, all 3 have gotten ahead in the count, 2-0. Nice pitch. Curveball drops in there, 2-1. Swung on a miss, 2-2. Here's a 2-2 to Pham. Alvarez, the runner on first. Strike 3 on the inside corner. Got him looking. That'll bring up Lindor. And he hits the first one out the center. Sawinski on the track right before the wall makes the catch. So 1 runner stranded there for the Mets. We go bottom 1. Still no score. Look at some other games going on right now. The NHL will resume tomorrow with that series now being 2-1 for Vegas. Florida won last night 3-2 in overtime. The NBA will have Game 4 of the Nuggets and Heat tonight. Denver's with a 2-1 series lead there. That game tips off at 8:30. But in baseball, bottom of the first, Royals and Orioles, no score. Top of the third, Diamondbacks and Tigers. Diamondbacks with a 2-1 lead there. Rays with a 1-0 lead over the Rangers going to the second. Red Sox and Yankees, no score, bottom 1. Dodgers and Phillies, top of the first, no score. Twins and Blue Jays, top of the first, no score. And Astros, Guardians, top of 1, also with no score. Nationals and Braves to get underway in about 5 minutes. So I know later tonight, the Mariners and Angels, Ohtani will be on the mound for the Angels. All right, McGill on the year, 12 starts, 5-3 record, a 4.40 ERA, 59 innings, 48 strikes. His walks and hits per innings pitch is a little high at 1.62. Got to try to work on that. Bring that down a little bit. He throws 4 pitches, 4-seam fastball, slider, changeup, and every once in a while he'll mix in a curveball. Marcana fouls off the first pitch, 0-1. Marcana this year batting .270, 3 home runs, 10 runs batted in. Has 4 stolen bases. Fouled away. Quickly ahead 0-2 from McGill. Marcano calls timeout, taking a look at his bat. Oh, we actually have a pitch count problem. I believe it's only the second year of the pitch column, so they got some things to work on. Seem to be having a lot of issues this year. All right, here's the 0-2. Fouls it off again. So we'll stay at 0-2. Fourth season as Pirates manager for Shelton. Fouled away again. (32-29) on the season for the Pirates. That's one game behind the Brewers, who are at 34-29. But they are on that 2-game losing streak. No swing, 1-2. The 1-2, down low, 2-2. Rising Rhino in the house. What's up, brother? Great to see you. Great stream last night with the Canadian Football League. Oh, foul tipped, and catcher couldn't hold on. So I know Rising Rhino's got some streams coming up over the weekend to cover the USFL. Not sure when his Rhino. When's your next Canadian Football League? Grounded to McNeil at second. Over to Canna, 1 away. That'll bring up Brian Reynolds. It was crazy, way better than you expected. That's awesome. Oh, another CFL one tonight. Awesome. What time? Reynolds bloops one in the left, and that'll drop in. So 1-out single here for Reynolds. That'll bring up McCutcheon. McCutcheon batting .269 on the year. 8 home runs, 23 runs batted in. Will still the base. 8:30 Eastern time, he says. First pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1. Here's the 0-1. Just missed, 1-1. Couple of McCutcheon's career highlights: 2013 National League MVP, 2012 Gold Glove Award, 5-time All-Star. On the outside corner, 1-2. McCutcheon currently stands at 1,998 career hits. Pickoff throw to first. Reynolds back easily. Swung on a miss, struck him out. That's 2 down. That'll bring up Santana with Reynolds still on first base. Baseball Diamond Head says, my parlay brought me here. Go Mets. Well, welcome, Baseball Diamond Head. Let us know what your parlay is. There's first pitch to Santana. Whoa. Right past McGill, but Lindor right there, and he throws him out at first. So both teams strand a runner on first. We go to the second. Let's get back to the chat. Baseball Diamond Head says Mets money line and Nuggets money line. Well, good luck. Yep, agree with Rhino. Sounds like a good bet to me. Never know. Pirates. I'm more in that bet. I'm more concerned about the Mets than I am the Nuggets. I think the Nuggets will win that game there. But you don't know. The Mets, Mets played a long game last night, scored 10 runs. Did they get all the hits out of those bats and go back to struggling again? All right, let's take a look here. We already got 8 likes on the video. Thank you all so much for hitting that thumbs up. We got 8 votes in the poll. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Make sure you vote over there in the poll. Right there, it should be at the top of the chat. Live stream tonight covering the Mets and Pirates. Sunday, it'll be the Diamondbacks and Tigers, I believe. Diamondbacks and Tigers. Marte swings it at the first pitch and misses 0-1. They came back from commercial quick there, and the pitch was already on its way home. The 0-1 fakes a bunt, 0-2. Marte raising that average slowly up to 254 now. Grounded down to third. Hayes has got it. Over to first, 1 away. That'll bring up McNeil. McNeil last night went 2 for 6. Struck out 3 times. McNeil batting .279 on the year. Couple home runs. 17 runs batted in. Outside, 1-0. Outside, 2-0. Hey, Water's here. What's up, Water? Hopefully you're doing good today. The 2-0 up high, 3-0 to McNeil. That ball's in there for a strike, 3-1. I heard Pete's out for the minimum of 1 month. I haven't heard that. Where'd you hear that from? Oh, that ball's ripped into right center field, and that'll go all the way to the wall. Nope, it's cut off. But McNeil will pull into second base with a one-out double. That'll bring up Canna. Let me look, Water. I haven't heard that yet, but that doesn't mean anything. Canna fouls one off, 0-1. Yeah, good call. I did not see that. That was from 2 hours ago. Bone bruise and a sprain of the left wrist. Been placed on the IL. Typical return for this type of injury is 3 to 4 weeks. So fouled off, 0-2 to Canna. So thanks for that update, Water. I had not seen that. So that pop's not going to be there. That's going to hurt. The 0-2. Oh. Swung on a miss. Got a piece of it, but it's still a strike. The Mets have to play hard this whole month. Yeah, but not playing. I mean, they played hard last night and lost. So the polar bear is hibernating for 3 to 4 weeks. Yep. First pitch to Escobar's high, 1-0. Two and 0. Escobar's got a 4.02 lifetime average against the Pirates. The 2-0 up high, 3-0. Yep, we'll see how they do without him. So far, 0-2. 0-2 without him. The 3-0, strike, 3-1. So it thinks Pete's going to miss that much time. Oh, did he swing? No swing. That's ball 4. So runners on first and second now with 2 outs. That'll bring up Vientos, batting 9th tonight. Since getting called up, Vientos is 6 for 37. That's a 162 average. 1 home run, 4 runs batted in. Now with Alonso out for a few weeks, we'll see if he gets some playing time. First pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1. Here's the 0-1. And that ball's blooped over short, and that'll be in the center field for a base hit. McNeil will score. Escobar goes to third. So with 2 outs, the Mets get a couple things going here. A walk and a single now. Back to the top of the lineup with Nimmo. No Vogel back in the lineup tonight. Nope. So 2 outs here. Now runners on first and third. Mets with that 1-0 lead. They scored 5 last night in the second. On 1 here tonight. First pitch is a ball to Nimmo. Swung on a miss, 1-1. The 1-1. Swung on a miss. 1-2. Outside, 2-2 to Nimmo. Hill's thrown 40 pitches so far here. So the Mets making them work here. And that ball's blooped into the outfield. Bay will make the catch on the outfield grass. But the Mets get one. Water says, "Oh, thank God, I don't have to see him wear a Mets jersey today." Yup. Hey, welcome back. How are you? Great to see you again. Hi, are Pirates fans allowed here? Every fan is allowed here before. You've been here before. You know that, buddy. Great to see you again. For the Pirates in the bottom of the second, it'll be Sawinski, Hayes, and Bay. That's 5, 6, and 7 in the lineup. Now they can talk bad about the Mets as they get. You gotta, if you're gonna complain and gripe and talk like that, it's got to be. You got to back it up. You just can't come in and say Mets suck. Mets suck. Let's take a look here at some other scores going on. The NBA tips off in about an hour. Nationals with a 1-0 lead over the Braves. Astros up 4-0 over the Guardians already. Bottom of the second, Blue Jays and Twins no score. Dodgers with a 1-0 lead over the Phillies already. Yankees and Red Sox no score. Bottom two. Rangers and Rays tied at 1. Diamondbacks up 2-1 over the Tigers, and Orioles up 1-0 over the Royals. First pitch is inside 1-0. The 1-0 is pounded foul, 1-1. The 1-1 swung on a miss, 1-2. I always love to see the Phillies and Braves suffer. Once again, here for the Pirates in the bottom of the second, Sawinski, Hayes, and Bay. The 1-2 to Sawinski. Inside, 2-2. That ball's lifted out to center. Nimmo comes over. He'll make the catch. 1 away. I'll bring up Hayes. Hayes batting .250 on the year. 4 home runs, 24 runs batted in. First pitch is in there for a strike. Here's the 0-1. Ball in the dirt, 1-1. If this team ends up blowing a lead to the Pirates, well, right now it's only a 1-0 lead, so it's not like but I see where you're coming from. All 3 games against the Braves, the Mets were up at some point during the game by 3 runs and lost all 3. That ball's ripped in the left. Pham is there to keep it to a single. That'll bring up Bay with a runner on first and 1 out. Bay batting .276 with 2 homers, 14 runs batted in, but 18 stolen bases on the year. Hayes has got an 8-game hitting streak now. First pitch is low, 1-0. Yeah, we could have swept the Braves. Agreed. But like I said, well, it didn't come down to the 9th inning. But I think not having Diaz is starting to destroy this bullpen. That ball's in there for a strike, 1-1. So at the trading deadline, look for the Mets to make a deal for a legitimate closer. Called the ball. Yeah, what a crappy collapse. Yep, all 3 games, too. That's what makes it worse. Nah, I don't blame it on Hunter. Hunter hadn't pitched in almost 2 weeks. Fouled away, 3-2. Inside, spot 4. So 2 here with 1 out. My opinion, the new pitch clock is ruining pitchers. Look at Marlins Alcantara or Blue Jays Manoah and the Mets Verlander. Hey, oh well. Some of these guys needed to be sped up. That's a ball low. Palacios hits one out the center. Nimmo back on the warning track, and he makes the catch. And the runners hold. Bad job by the runners there for not advancing. That'll bring up Austin Hedges. Game 1, Carrasco started off well, then fizzled. Game 2, Scherzer had a great beginning and then fizzled, and Verlander was just bad. Yep. Well, you got to give credit to the other team too. They're major league players. Hedges is batting 177 on the year. No home runs, 9 runs batted in. First pitch is in, first strike. The runners are going, and they both are safe. Both run, so they steal second and third. The Mets did that last night. Yeah, the Braves are a really good team. Last year, they just ran into the Phillies at the wrong time. The Phillies got hot there at the end of the year, and then it went all the way to the World Series, and then it fizzled out there. Time to bounce back against the Pirates, right? And the Pirates are tough this year. 3 games over 500, 1 game out of first. Bounced in the dirt, 2-1. 2 outs now. Runners on second and third. Hayes at third. Bay at second. Thomas says, hope tonight is a good game. Yeah, I hope so too, Thomas. I know you guys are playing the Yankees tonight, so good luck to the Red Sox. The 2-1. And that ball's... And it drops in. Marte, once again, no effort. Last night cost the Mets some runs because of no effort. And tonight, already in the bottom of the second inning, lackluster effort leads to a double and 2 runs for the Pirates. Yeah, McGill thought it was going to be caught. Exactly. First pitch is popped up. Lindor on everybody off and will make the catch to end the inning. But the Pirates get 2. Rising Rhino telling everybody to hit that like button and hit that subscribe button as well. Thank you, Rhino. And Ryan, and yeah, guys, make sure if you're into football, any type of football, XFL, USFL, college football, NFL, Canadian Football League as of last night, make sure you check out Rising Rhino's channel as well. He said he'll be live again tonight covering the Canadian Football League. So after we're done here, we'll head over there to watch some of his stream as well. And some other people in the chat, Thomas Fitzpatrick there. Check him out. Does a lot of Boston Red Sox content. I believe he's calling 2 baseball games tomorrow as well, and one of them being the Yankees and Red Sox game. So for the Mets here in the third, it'll be Alvarez, Pham, and Lindor, 2, 3, and 4 in the lineup. Rhino says sports all night. Yes, sir. Got to get as many in as I can before I go on vacation. Some other scores. Orioles with a 2-0 lead now over the Royals. Bases loaded there in the bottom of the second, but 2 outs. Alvarez on the inside corner, 0-1. And that ball's grounded to short. What are you doing for vacation? We are going to Nashville for 8 days. Hey, Alex is here. Alex, how are you? Great to see you again. And that ball's tapped foul. 0-1. Before says he wants to go to Nashville. Oh, what? It's my favorite city. I believe this is the sixth time I've been there for vacation. I've been to other cities just for a day or two, but got some things planned while I'm there. Definitely planning on going to see a minor league baseball game while we're there. They have the AAA team for the Brewers is there in Nashville. Pham drives one out to left. Reynolds is there, 2 away. That'll bring up Lindor. I hear Nashville has amazing food. Yes, it does. The 0-1 to Lindor. Outside, 1-1. Also in Nashville, going to go to the Tennessee Sports Hall of Fame while I'm there. So I'll definitely be recording some videos while I'm there to post on the YouTube channel. Tapped foul, 2-2. I sent an email to the Tennessee Titans to see if I can just go around the state, not inside the stadium, but go around the Nissan Stadium. I know their Hall of Fame is there. They got the Titans store there. So, how long are you going to be there? 8 days. We're there 8 days. Saturday to Saturday in July. Oh, Lindor drills one to deep left. Reynolds at the wall. Come on. And we're tied at 2. That's 12. 12 for Lindor on the season. Lindor doesn't have that average up, but he's got the RBIs and the extra base hits. No, not planning on it anyway, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe if we get if we get some bad weather while we're there or something. No, I do. I definitely will be recording some videos while I'm there, because we're definitely going to see the Nashville Sounds, the Brewers minor league baseball team, while we're there. One of the days, I know we're going over to Kentucky to see some family. It's only about 2 hours away. There's a single for Marte. So that'll bring up McNeil, who doubled and scored his first time up. Mets lineup seems to be back. Yeah, we're definitely getting more hits, more runners on base, Yeah, July 15th to the 22nd, something like that. Swung on a miss, 0-1. Take a little break here while I ramp up for the football season here at Pure Adrenaline Sports. Hit right back to Hill. He'll throw over to first. That'll end the inning. but we're tied at 2. Nashville is Baltimore and Nationals territory. Actually, Nashville has got a lot of Atlanta Braves fans. Yep, Alex, if you could take care of keeping us updated on that as well. Kyla, great to see you. First time I've recognized the name in the chat, so thank you for being here. I like the New York Mets. A routine meatball. I got a hat. For the Pirates in the bottom of the third, it'll be 2, 3, and 4. Reynolds, McCutchen, and Santana. What else is going on tonight? Orioles still with that 2-0 lead over the Royals in the third. Diamondbacks still up 2-1 going to the sixth. Rays now have a 4-1 lead over the Rangers. Red Sox and Yankees no score in the fourth. Dodgers with a 1-0 lead over the Phillies in the third. Twins and Blue Jays no score going to the fourth. Astros lead the Guardians 4-0. Bottom three. Nationals lead the Braves 1-0. Bottom second. Some games to get underway in about 20 minutes. Marlins, White Sox, A's, Brewers, Reds, and Cardinals. All right, Reynolds will lead off. First pitch is a ball. And hits it right to McNeil. We'll throw over to first, one away. Here's the 1-0. And that ball's grounded. Lindor on off-balance throw. Offline. McCutchen will be safe. That puts McCutchen at 1,999 hits. Yesterday I was talking with MLB scats about the draft. That's awesome. Yeah, that's coming up here, right? That's only a week or so away. Maybe a little bit more than that. But I forget what the actual day is, but it's coming. I know it's coming up. All right, here. Runner on first is McCutchen, 1 out. Santana grounded out to short his first time. The 1-1. Inside, 2-1. Swung on a miss, 2-2. Nice pitch. The 2-2. Grounded right up the middle. Oh, and he bobbles it, and everybody will be safe. That'll be an E6. Just popped out of his glove, and McCutcheon safe at second. It's embarrassing that Darryl Strawberry and Dwight Gooden don't have their Mets jerseys retired. Eh. Alex says the draft is the 9th through the 11th. Thank you, Alex. And Judah, welcome. First time I remember seeing your name in the chat. Ball low, 1-0. Sawinski flew out to center his first time up. Runner on second is McCutcheon. Santana at first, one away. Outside, 2-0. The 2-0. Inside, 3-0. Here's the 3-0. Low, ball 4. So 4-pitch walk will load the bases for Hayes. Hayes singled and scored his first time up. I pray that I get drafted by the Mets. Do you have to have, like, I know for college football, you have to play a minimum of 2 years. Do you have to do that in college baseball as well? Do you have to play a minimum amount of years before being eligible for the draft? Oh, and 2. Oh, and he lines one in the left center field. Sawinski goes to third. Santana scores. And so it's 4-2 Pirates. From what I heard, maybe, but I don't know. All I know is that I've Been talking to scouts recently. Well, Water, if that's the case, are you on Twitter? Rhino says 16 people in here. Let's go. Make sure you hit that like button. Yes, sir. Let's hit that thumbs up. Vote in the poll there in the chat. Hit that subscribe button. Ball inside, 1-1. The 1-1. Bunts one. And it's a wild throw. A run will score. Hayes is coming around third. He'll score. They give him a single. That's not a single. He was out by a mile if it's a good throw. So it's 6-2 Pirates. What's going on here? Yep. So 5 runs home here in the third inning for the Pirates. Still with only 1 out. Yep, slipping away little by little. Yep. Lack of fundamentals by the Mets. The 2-run score in the last inning because of lack of effort. And then the lack of knowing and understanding the game leads to a big inning here. And he hits one past McNeil. That'll be a base hit, so that'll get another run home. Zach Muckenhern getting warmed up for the Mets in the pen. Throw down the first. Palacio back in safely. First pitch was a ball. What are the Mets doing? I don't know, man. I mean, how much longer is the owner going to put up with this nonsense? The 2-0 down low, or the 1-0 down low, 2-0. In their first strike, 2-1. Grounded down to Escobar. Nice diving stop. second for one on the first double play. A 6-4-3 double play. That finally ends the inning. Oh, it's 5 runs. 5 runs. It's 7-2. At this point, Cohen is going to start signing everyone in the offseason. Yeah, well, doesn't matter. He spent $400 million this season. And look at us. It comes from the top, man. Buck's the problem, and I love Buck Showalter. I wanted Buck so bad. And we get him, and then we see how he doesn't know how to manage. Last year, the last month and a half of the season, we saw he didn't know how to manage, and so far this year, 2 months in, we see he's lost it. Are the pitchers tipping their pitches? No. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There were 5. Let's see here. McCutchen got in with an infield single. Santana gets on because of the error at second base. Sawinski walks. Hayes hits an infield single. Bay hits the ground ball down to third base that gets thrown into right field. The only ball that was hit hard was the Palacios ball. For the Mets, it'll be 7-8 and Canna, Escobar, and Vientos. Hey, Ron, great to see you. Thanks for stopping by. First pitch is in there for a strike. And second pitch is popped up. Bay will make the catch in the outfield grass. 1 away. Good, Ron. How are you? Mets off to a rough start again tonight. That inning, it wasn't our pitchers. That inning, it was our fielders, unfortunately. Lost. Great to see you again. Thanks for coming back. Alex says he's going to go eat some dinner. He'll be back later. On the outside corner, 1-2. I'd rather have Vientos on the lineup rather than Vogelback because we know Vientos is a rookie and he's at least trying. What happened to the Mets is they forgot how to play defense. And that ball's lined into center field for a 1-out single. Escobar's been on base both times. And they'll bring up Vientos, who singled his first at bat. Rhino says the Mets are in cookie mode, crumbling. You know why upset? Well, you know why I'm upset, Rhino? That's in there, 1-1. Yep, Mets are 5 runs behind. Yep. Count is 1-2. Timeout. Timeout called by Vientos. Here's the 1-2. Tapped right back to Hill. He'll go to second for one on the first double play. 1-4-3. It'll be back to the top of the lineup for the Pirates here. Marcano, Reynolds, and McCutcheon. I'm sorry, but they suck. You don't have to be sorry. I agree, man. And right now, I'm blaming it on the manager. It's the same team we had last year, except for a couple pitchers. We should not be 3 games under 500 right now. Water says they sucked all year. Yeah, pretty much. Already got 23 votes in the poll. Thank you all so much for voting there. Got 12 likes on the video. Thank you so much for hitting that thumbs up. Let's go over and look at We've gained 2 subscribers during the stream. Thank you so much. He's fired. I don't know. I don't know if they'll fire him. So many fans wanted him. Rising Rhino. Okay, I got to run. Get set up. Keep crushing the stream, my man. I'll catch you soon. Yes, sir, brother. I'll see you tonight when we're done here. Definitely come over and check out the rest of your stream. Met strikes again says, besides that 1 week of when we walked it off against the Rays and swept the Guardians. Right. Thought maybe we were starting to turn things around after we swept the Phillies, and we've lost 6 straight games since that point. First ball's ripped foul, 0-1. On the inside corner, 0-2. Yeah, yep, pretty much going to be 7, unless they somehow wake up during this one. And that ball's lined out to center. Nimmo's there, 1 away. That'll bring up Reynolds, who's 1 for 2 on the night. Up high, 1-0. In there for a strike, 1-1. Yeah, that's true. Now we do know what Philly fans went through last year in the beginning. Yeah, that's right. Remember how bad the Phillies were? And they fired Girardi. But at least I think Philly fans had some confidence in their team. I don't trust Verlander. I don't trust McGill. We still don't know what Kodai Senga is. Cookie Carrasco is not the same pitcher he was in Cleveland. Fouled away, 2-2. But yet we let guys like Bassett go. We knew what Bassett was. Bassett won 15 games for us last year. Fouled away, still 2-2. Popped foul, still 2-2. My question is, what do we do after Scherzer and Verlander leave, or just retire? Sign some quality pitchers for less money. I mean, you can find a better pitcher. What are the Pirates paying a guy like Rich Hill? Marte back at the wall, and he makes the catch. That play helps make up for that. Well, not really, because that lackluster play before gave up 2 runs. I didn't like Walker. I wasn't a big fan of Walker. But yeah, letting Bassett go was bad. Here comes McCutchen. Currently sits at 1,999 career hits. Outside, 1-0. Walker was okay, but Bassett was a big piece. Yep. And that's ripped in the left field foul. 1-1. The 1-1 to McCutchen. Inside, 2-1. The 2-1 fouled away, 2-2. Here's the 3-2. Oh, that was 2-2. It's now 3-2. Just be careful. Don't break your hand. Inside, ball 4. That'll bring up Santana. Grounded foul, 0-1. In there for a strike, 0-2. This team should be called the New York A's. No, we're not that bad. We have double as many wins as they do. Come on. Ball low, 1-2. Over the head of Canna, that'll go into right field. McCutchen will go to third. All with 2 outs. And that'll be all for McGill. Needed a good pitch. Needed a good outcome from McGill tonight, and the Mets don't get it. You're surprised that the A's are a minor league team at this point. Well, the A's are like the eighth most profitable team in baseball, so they just don't spend the money. That's why instead of penalizing the teams that spend so much money, they should make a floor where you have to spend so much money. Because the Oakland A's owner is making the money and he's not spending it on the team. Speaking of the A's, they have a 2-0 lead over the Brewers in the top of the first. Marlins and White Sox no score in the first. Braves and Nationals are tied at 1 in the fourth. Astros have a 5-1 lead over the Guardians in the fifth. Twins up 2-0 over the Blue Jays in the fifth. Pirates up. Oh, that's the game we're doing here. Yep, pay attention. Phillies and Dodgers tied at 1 in the fifth. Red Sox with a 1-0 lead over the Yankees. Rays with a 6-1 lead over the Rangers. Diamondbacks with a 4-2 lead over the Tigers. And Orioles up 2-1 over the Royals. I really hate owners that do that. Yep, but they do it. And there's no penalty for them doing that. We're first off, Schnitzel. That is a great name. Second off, first time I've seen you in the chat. So thank you for stopping by. This team is pathetic and feeble. They have no heart, and we are in the June swoon. A's might win more games in June than the Mets. And the Red Sox just took a 2-0 lead over the Yankees. It counts 2-0 to Sawinski. And that ball's ripped out in the center. That's over Nimmo's head, off the wall. So one run comes in. It's now 8-2. See, the Phillies can't really beat good teams. Yeah, well, we can't beat anybody, so we can't worry about what the Phillies are doing when they're ahead of us in the standing. Right there it is, and neither can the Mets. Sergeant Gibby. There's only one team that can beat 500 teams well, the Tampa Bay Rays. They're having a great season. Problem with teams like this, we've seen this before. They're not built for the playoffs. Inside, 2-1. The 2-1. And that ball's ripped down the left field line. That'll roll all the way to the wall. That'll score 2 more. Ke'Bryan Hayes with 3 hits already tonight. He's 3 for 3, 4 runs batted in already. They have the openers. That hurts them in the playoffs. Exactly. Master says, or Water says, just like the Dodgers. And it's 10-2 here in the fourth. Mets ERA continues to skyrocket. Yes, it does. They are bottom 5 in ERA. There's a strike going, too. Michael's here. Michael, first time I've seen you in the chat. Thanks for stopping by. Ball's fouled away. Still 0-2. Bay so far tonight is 1 for 1. Walked in the second and scored, and then singled in a run and ended up on third on the error. VFR, hello. A bunch of new names coming in. What's up? Great to see everybody. This Mets team is garbage. Disband this team. I don't know. I don't think it's the players. I think it's the manager. And like I've said before, I love Buck Showalter. I wanted Buck Showalter. Yeah, write this. If they lose this series to the Pirates, do they pull the plug on Buck? I think it's time to do that now. And I love Buck. I wanted Buck. I don't think he's got it to and that was the argument that the people that didn't want Buck made. That ball's fouled. Alvarez in foul territory. And he doesn't make the catch. Like this. We cannot end up with stuff like this. The ball's 10 feet behind home plate and Alvarez can't make the catch. No fundamentals, and that is on the manager. Two and two to count. Buck Showalter after 3 straight games with blown leads of 3 or 4 runs. I'm proud of this team. Yeah. The guy, he's got no clue. That ball's popped up. Escobar on the outfield grass will make the catch. But the Pirates get 3 more. That'll be the top of the lineup. Let me catch up on the chat. Thank you all so much for hanging out here. Let me keep shouting people out. Sam, new name to me. Thanks for stopping by. Sam says, pitcher suck. Screw the Mets. Winning and then losing. Yep. Loss says, I think the whole staff needs to go, including Hefner, hitting coach, and bullpen coach. What the hell is going on? Yeah, Joe, welcome back. I know you were hanging out with us last night. Rich Hill is 43, isn't he? Yeah. But the Mets and the owner and the Mets thought they had to make big splashes in the offseason. Signed Verlander at 41 years of age. Now he's lost it. Now Scherzer's starting to look like the Scherzer of old, but kind of. He can only go 5 innings now. Michael says something needs to happen now. Agreed. Man, thank you all so much for hanging out with us tonight. Up to 14 likes on the video. Make sure you hit that thumbs up if you haven't already. 28 votes in the poll. If you guys want to see more MLB live streams, definitely hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. I cover mostly Mets, but depending on if I get the game or not, sometimes they're blacked out in my area. I won't get it. Like the first game against the Yankees, I don't get next week. So I won't be covering that game. With Alonso on the shelf, this team is dead in the water. The fossils resign, ain't it? They put one of them on the IL to give them rest. Right. All right. Top of the lineup here for the Mets. 2-0 to count to Nimmo. There's a strike, 2-1. This team is in big trouble. Agreed. Oh, called a strike. That ball was way outside. Strike 3, looking. Of course, going down looking. Perry the Platypus. What's up? Thanks for stopping by, says Pirates. I don't know why DeGrom, Manoah, and Bassett leave the Mets, but they now make contracts stable to stay maybe 4 or 6 years. To be honest, I hope they get blown out till they finally take action. I don't know. I mean, I haven't seen Steve Cohen mention anything on Twitter, so I don't know what he's thinking. Inside 3-1 to Alvarez. Like, I have no faith in this team. Down 10-2. What are we going to lose tonight? 13-5. This whole team needs to be on some type of punishment, right? And that's why I think it's got to be Buck. I think it's got to be Buck. You send the message by getting rid of the guy at the top. I'm not a fan of platooning so much. Wish we could stick with most of the starters. One guy could see what we're changing. 3 or 4 guys a night. Yep. Swung on a missed. Alvarez strikes out. Like this team not putting up any fight, striking out. He's thinking he bought Enron. Yeah. Enron might have been better than money. I'm back. Alex, welcome back. If you wouldn't mind keeping us up to date on the NBA game tonight, that'll bring up Fam, who's 0 for 2 tonight. Inside, 2-0. I'm starting to think this season is over. We'll see. Strike, 2-1. Fam flips one out to center. Sawinski at the wall makes the catch. So you're down 8 runs, and what do? You go 1-2-3 with 2 strikeouts. It's got to be Epler. 23 seasons become a Southwest Airlines commercial. Oh, it's 23 season becomes a Southwest. They don't look good in this game tonight. Nope. No, they do not. Man, thank you all so much for hanging out tonight, being active in the chat. Really appreciate that. Got 14 likes on the live stream. Thank you all so much for hitting that thumbs up. 31 votes in the poll. 48% said Pirates. 39% said Mets. And 13% were just hoping for a good game. Well, I'm going to end this because it's a 10-2 game. Let's see. What else can we put in the chat? Let's see here. All right, put a new poll in the chat. See what everybody's thinking there. Oops, I spelt it wrong. I don't want to end it. I'll leave it there, even though I spelt it wrong. McCusick, Dominic Leone, Jeff McFreeble, Tommy Sham, Danny Vogelsnacks, Limthor, can't hit, and easy out Escobar in the lineup. What a difference a year makes. But yeah, but also look at last year. Look at the last month and a half and how this team absolutely came apart. And it's been the same way ever since. Epler is in over his head. Agreed. That ball's hit in the shallow center. Nimmo will make the catch. One away. That'll bring up Hedges. I'll get caught up on the chat here, guys. I might see if I can go next week. Couldn't be worse. Ask now. Buck isn't the $289 million senior citizens in the rotation. But just looking at that, you got to look at the whole situation, not just that. Because this team completely fell apart. Once again, fell apart the last month and a half of the season last year. I'd pick it better for under $1 million. I can't wait for Buck to bring in Ottavino or Drew Smith. Final score 16-2 Pirates. Losses, the Phillies took the lead. Escobar over to first, 2 down. Back to the top of the lineup. Dodgers pitcher hasn't been good either. Their entire rotation is injured. Yeah, all except Kershaw, right? Everybody's injured except Kershaw. That ball's ripped in the right. That's a 2-out double. That'll bring up Reynolds, who's 1 for 3 tonight. Gary says he had the Mets plus 4.5 with a question mark. No. I'm going to say it now. The Mets aren't going to get any more than 1-7 in June. I don't think the Mets score more than 5 runs or more than 4 runs. I want to break something bad right now. Just don't break your hand. Inside, 1-0. Red Sox now with a 3-1 lead over the Yankees. Swung on a miss, 1-1. Strike, 1-2. How about don't score today and save it for tomorrow? They just wasted offensive performance in their last series. Yup. Bring in Pham to pitch. Yep, they can. They're down by 8 runs, so they could do that if they wanted to. Up high, 2-2. Outside, 3-2. So here we go again. First 2 guys get out. This happened last night against the Braves, too. I've never seen the Mets do this poorly. You haven't been a fan long enough then. Inside, ball 4. McCutchen. Here comes McCutchen, who's 1 for 2 tonight. Currently sitting at 1,999 career hits. McGill and Peterson need to be DFA'd. Agreed. First pitch is in for a strike, 0-1. And that ball's grounded down to Lindor. And he gets him at first. Nice play by Lindor. So the Pirates don't score there, but they threaten. They had runners on second or first and second after the first 2 got out. Kodai Senga is only good at home. Yeah, so far. And he's on the mound tomorrow, so we'll see. Let's see. Let me go over to the chat and see where we're at with the poll. Got 15 likes on the video. Thank you all so much for hitting that thumbs up. Really appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, that notification bell, so you know when we do go live. Our next live stream will be Sunday. I'll be calling the Diamondbacks Tigers game during that. That's the NBC Peacock game on Sunday. So I know a lot of people don't have Peacock, so I always try to do that game on Sunday mornings. Verlander may need to go. Oh, Verlander may need guys to bang on the trash can to help him out. This is true. Michael says, tomorrow is my birthday. I'm going to enjoy my day. Well, happy birthday. Hopefully you enjoy your day. Hopefully it's a big one. There's a strike. 0-1 to Verlander. Or 0-1 to Verlander. 0-1 to Lindor. VFR says, I think we brought Verlander in because of his wife, because his wife's hot. So Winsky races over to make the catch. 1 away. That's 5 in a row retired by Hill. Not his pitching, right? Fouled off. 1-1 to count. Up high. 2-1. Fouled away, 2-2. And that ball's grounded past the diving Bay in the right center field. So a 1-out single here for the Mets in the sixth inning. That'll bring up McNeil, who's 1 for 2. Doubled and scored in the second and grounded back to the pitcher to end the third. First pitch is outside, 1-0. And that ball's grounded down to third. He goes to second for 1 on the first, not in time. So runner on first is McNeil. That'll bring up Canna, who's 0 for 2 tonight. A 43-year-old is dicing the Mets up. It's because the Mets can't hit. VFR says my 12-year-old could dice up the Mets. Alex says Nuggets 7, Heat 7. All right, the NBA is underway. Game 4 there. Denver with a 2-1 series lead. The 2-0, ripped foul, 2-1. Outside, 3-1. In there for a strike, 3-2. Sergeant Gibby says Verlander, good start, bad start. Next is a good start. I doubt it. I think he's washed. Grounded down to third. He'll go over to first. That'll retire the side. Go bottom 6. Still 10-2 Pirates. My Alex is keeping us up to date on the NBA. Let's look at some. I know I got the MLB scores flashing down there in the corner, but let's look here. Orioles 3-1 over the Royals in the 7th. Rays with an 8-1 lead over the Rangers. The Rangers have 1 hit tonight. The Red Sox up 3-1 over the Yankees. Phillies up 4-1 over the Dodgers. Twins up 2-1 over the Blue Jays. Astros now with a 5-4 lead over the Guardians. Nationals and Braves still tied at 1 in the 5th. White Sox with a 1-0 lead over the Marlins in the 3rd. A's up 4-0 over the Brewers now. Cardinals with a 4-0 lead over the Reds. And Padres with a 3-0 lead over the Rockies. Joe says Justin Verlander had under a 2 ERA last year. Yep. So, like somebody said in the chat, that maybe the pitch clock is messing with him. Maybe he doesn't like it. Hey, VFR just subscribed. Thank you so much, VFR. All right, we got 20 likes on the video. Thank you all so much for hitting that like button. Last night we hit 25 again. 2 streams in a row, we've hit 25. Let's see if we can at least tie that again. All right. Here's Santana. Counts 1-0 as SNY comes back to the game. Grounded down to Escobar. Scoops it. Throws it. Got it. That'll bring up Sawinski. 1 for 2 today. Count is 1-0. Swung on a miss. 1-1. That's driven in the right field for a single. So he's now 2 for 3 tonight. That'll bring up Brian Hayes, who's 3 for 3 with 4 runs batted in so far. Law says, if I were an owner looking for coaches, I would look into the Diamondbacks and Cincinnati. A lot of young talent in both organizations. Yep. Oh, that was the VFR subscribing. Brian Hayes hits one out to Nimmo, and over his head, all the way to the wall. So Winsky will go into third. Brian Hayes is now 4 for 4. 2 singles and 2 doubles. Verlander has a high ERA in the playoffs. He won his first World Series game last year. He's been to 3 to 4. My Rays look hot tonight. Alex, you got to stop changing. Pick a team. And that ball's driven out deep to left. Pham backs up. He'll make the catch, but a run will score. It's now 11-2. That'll bring up Palacios. Well, let me check the poll. LH is here. LH, first time I've seen your name in the chat. Gray is pitching well for the Nats against the Braves tonight. Yeah, I saw it was 1-1. Up high, 2-0. And that ball's ripped past McNeil, and that'll score another run. It's now 12-2. I trust a drink from Bill Cosby over our bullpen. 12-2, so bad. Yup. We got 12 votes in the poll. Should the Mets fire Buck? 83% said yes. I think it's time. Fouled away, 0-1. Swung on a miss, 0-2. Yep, Mets do better when they're at home. Yes, they do. Hey, Austin's back. Austin, I believe, is a Braves fan. Coming back, chatting it up with us over here. Nah, keep him. Signed a Braves fan. Yeah. Mets literally look like they couldn't care less. No pride, no hustle, just dead. And I come back to that is on management. Good call, VFR. And I blame Buck. That swung on a miss, struck him out, and that finally ends the inning. But they get two more. If my dad was alive, he would throw the TV out the window. All right, let's see where we're at here. All right, we have gained 3 subscribers during the stream. Thank you all so much for hitting that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you know when we post videos or go live. Once again, the next live stream will be Sunday, the 11:30 game between the Diamondbacks and Tigers. Judith says going to be a huge party when Showalter is fired. Yeah, let's see. Let's check Twitter out, see what Mets fans are saying. This is Cohen's worst investment, that and Verlander. Yep. Pitch was high. Called it a strike. 1-1 to count. In their first strike, 1-2. Thomas says the Mets stink tonight. Yeah, the Mets have been stinking for a few nights now, bud. I saw your Red Sox were up 3-1 before. Is it still 3-1? Verlander should have stayed in Houston. Yep. Grounded foul, still 2-2. Outside, 3-2. Come on. I know right now we're playing bad, but come on. Look at the bad teams in the majors. There are teams that are way worse than we are. And got it. Gets them looking. Like, go down swinging. At least let me know you're trying. But the manager doesn't care. He's proud of his boys. Pulling a Vogel back. Right, just standing there looking. Outside, 2-0. Inside, ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk to Vientos. That'll bring up Nimmo. Nimmo's 1 for 3 tonight. Led off the game with a single. Popped out the second and struck out looking. Count is 1-1. Inside, 2-1. Count is 2-2 to Nimmo. Swung on a miss, struck him out again. Thank goodness they gave him that huge contract in the offseason. Alex says the worst teams for him are the Astros and Angels. That'll bring up Alvarez. Alvarez is 0 for 3 tonight with a strikeout. Grounded foul, 0-1. Tapped foul, 0-2. Nuggets with a Heat with a 21-20 lead over the Nuggets after the first. Trying to even up that series. That's a ball, 1-2. Rangers have scored again. It's now 8-3 Rays. Counts 2-2. Grounded foul, still 2-2. Alvarez just went out to center. Sawinski at the wall, and he'll make the catch. So we go to bottom seven, still 12-2. For the Pirates here in the bottom of the seventh, it'll be top of the lineup, Marsano, Reynolds, and McCutchen. McCutchen still looking for number 2,000. Yep, Mets are pissing me off as a fan. I agree with Alex. $16 votes in the poll on if the Mets should fire Buck. 81% saying yes. 19% say no. Let's look here. All right, let's get back to the game here. First pitch is inside. Pitch is fouled off from Hunter. Counts 1-1. $17 back in August. Grounded foul, 1-2. Mets gave up 13 runs last night. So far, 12 tonight. Fouled away. Still 1-2. And that ball's drilled to deep right. Marte's there. He'll make the catch. And that ball's lifted out to center. Marte will come over and make the catch. 2 down. That'll bring up McCutcheon. Still looking at career hit number 2,000. When this team is doing bad, true fans keep watching, yes, but sometimes it's tough, especially when there's other things happening. You got the NBA Finals going on tonight in a big Game 4, so I understand if people are watching some other stuff. Fouled away, 0-1. Oh, that's right. I have VFR. Good call. I forgot Lugo left. Where did he went to the Padres, right? To become a starter. Like, why would not? I don't understand why the Mets never let him go back to be a starter. Ball low, 1-1. Ball low, 2-1. Strike, 2-2. The 2-2. Swung on a miss. So that'll probably be it for McCutcheon. I'll have to wait till tomorrow. We go to the 8th, still 12-2. Austin says, I wonder if the Mets would be able to sign better talent if they didn't have that state income tax. No. The team's got very good talent. This team won 101 games last year. Help wanted, saying this team isn't very repairable with the contracts they have. Yes, they are, because the 2 big ones, Verlander and Scherzer, can come off the books next year. So that's $80 million of it, of the 4. Now we got to sign Pete. We got to give Pete a big deal, but the Scherzer and Verlander contracts, especially Scherzer. Scherzer's a free agent, and they can opt out of the Verlander deal. We should root for the Dodgers. They just tied it at 4. No, I can never root for the Dodgers. I shouldn't say that, never. I guess if the Mets' playoffs lives depended on it, it needed the Dodgers to win a game or something. Maybe. All right, here we go. Top of the 8th, 12-2. It'll be Pham, Lindor, and Marte. Pham's 0 for 3, Lindor's 1 for 3, and Marte's 2 for 3. Lucky to finish third in the division this year. We're not finishing in. I wouldn't be surprised if Washington passes us. Nuggets and Heat tied at 30. That's in there for a strike. Count is 1 and 2. Swung on a missed. The last time the Mets have had a hit was the 4th inning. Just like the Braves series. Hey, that'll bring up Luis Guillorme. He'll get an at-bat here for Lindor. After this bad game, going to watch NBA. Now I'm going to go over and watch Rising Rhino's stream. Help Wanted says this team looks like they threw in the towel. Yes, it does. The 1-0. Fouled away, 1-1. Up high, 2-1. Swung on a miss, 2-2. Sanchez just knew how to. That's why Epler needs to go. You keep a guy like Vogel instead of Sanchez. Swung on a miss by Guillorme. 2 outs. That'll bring up Marte, 2 for 3 tonight with 2 singles. Marte already put the bad vibe in tonight with that lackluster play in the 2nd inning that led to 2 Pirates runs. Just didn't feel like the Mets cared. Should have been the 3rd out of the inning. Out of the 12 runs tonight, 5 of them should not have happened because of lackluster effort. 1-1 to count. Lost degrees about Sanchez and Vogelback. Strike, 1-2. And that ball's grounded down to short. Over to first. Marte's retired. Another 1-2-3 inning. $18 votes in the chat. Thank you all so much. Alex says tomorrow he's going to watch the NHL game. Okay. Well, it says bullpen we needed for 2 years since last trade deadline. We go cherry picking at Dollar General for some stiffs. Well, I like our bullpen actually. not having Diaz is what's killing our bullpen. Like, once Diaz got hurt, they should have went out and traded for a closer. $17 likes on the video. Thank you all so much for hitting that thumbs up. If you haven't already, would really appreciate if you hit that. Trying to tie last night. The last 2 nights we hit 25. So trying to tie it. Right. It's Austin, that's how I feel. If they need someone who can give up 5 to 10 runs a game, I'm available for half the price. I'll take league minimum. I'll take league minimum. Don't know how hard I can throw. Only when I was in high school, I could throw in the 60s, so I was never a pitcher. But how much worse can it be? Right, agreed. But our GM is just sending scouts out now. Ooh, that's my Nuggets. What a game. Yep, right, Water, what a game. Here's Santana to lead off the inning. Hunter still on the mound. And he cracks one in the deep right, and Hunter gives up another home run. And it's 13-2, and that's the first. They have 13 runs, and only that's the first one that's on a home run. Watching this team makes me feel sick to my stomach. Yep. The Mets have given up 39 runs in the 4 games on this road trip. Law says I'm done tonight. Good night, all. Lost. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully to see you again next week. Remember, I know it's not the Mets, but Sunday doing a game, so hopefully you stop by Sunday's stream. Alex says this is so painful to watch. It's like pulling teeth. Outside, 2-1. Inside, 3-1. This team is nothing but a joke. Absolutely pathetic. This is unacceptable. Well, we'll see. We'll see if the owner feels the same way. He's been awfully quiet. Fouled away, 3-2. I hate Tommy Hunter. He's a dude's a scrub. And that ball's blooped in this. Oh, blooped. There it goes. It's gone. Ron says Mets suck. That's it. That's it. Ron sums it up perfectly right there. There's no better way to put it, Ron. Hunter will be DFA'd after the game. Yeah, probably. Sorry, though. No, don't be sorry. Three straight home runs going back to yesterday, given up by Hunter. Yup. Alex has got the Mets with the sad face, or I can't tell what that is from my end. And Key Brian Hayes bloops one in the right. He is 5 for 5. Make sure before you all leave the stream tonight, you hit that thumbs up. Would really appreciate it. Dude, at this point, the Mets should just let me pitch. I bet I even could do better. I don't get it, man. Fell away 0-2. Fouled away, still 0-2. Sergeant said Hunter will give up another home run. I hope not. I'm ready for this to be over. Yep. I hope we do better tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the game we win because I'm not live streaming it. Strike 3. Got him looking. One away. $40 runs in 4 games. Not good. Palacios and grounds one down to McNeil. Oh, hey, that's a 4-6-3 double play to end it. But they get 2 more on the back-to-back home runs from Santana and Sawinski. We go to the 9th. It's 14-2. That's called a strikeout. Oh, man. Yeah, I think the umpire was just like, yeah, this game's over. Sit down. Nuggets, with 2 minutes left to go in the half, have a 48-43 lead. Scores around baseball. Padres with a 6-1 lead over the Rockies. Diamondbacks beat the Tigers 11-6. Rays beat the Rangers 8-3. Cardinals have a 5-0 lead over the Reds. A's have a 4-2 lead over the Brewers. Marlins and White Sox are tied at 1. Nationals have a 2-1 lead over the Braves. Runners on second and third, and nobody out for the Nationals there. Astros have a 6-5 lead over the Guardians. Twins and Blue Jays tied at 2. Dodgers and Phillies tied at 4. Bottom 9, the Red Sox have a 3-2 lead over the Yankees. Yankees have runners on first and second with 2 down. And Volpe is up for the Yankees. Orioles have a 3-2 lead over the Royals in the 9th inning. Bautista in for the save there. All right, here we go to the top of the 9th. McNeil will lead it off. In my whole time being a Mets fan since 2010, I've never seen the Mets do this bad. Yeah, since 2010, the Mets have not been this bad. Nuggets 48, Heat 43. Ground down to third. And over to first, 1 away. That'll bring up Canna. Hey, Mike, how are you? Sorry if you've been here before and I just didn't see you. You picked no in the chat in the poll. They don't allow me to vote on it, but I think you mean can't hit. Yep, can't hit. Then what would you do, Mike? What's the change you make? Swung on a miss, 1 and 2. Even at this point, even the Nats could win a series against us. Well, right now, and they're beating the Braves tonight, 2-1. So trade Lindor? No, nobody's taking that contract. Hey, Sting Devil Rays, how are you? Your Rays with a big win tonight against the Rangers? Yeah, Sargent saying Lindor. I don't know. I don't see any team taking on Lindor. That's a single. That'll bring up Escobar. Can the Mets score 12 runs here with 2 outs or with 1 out? First pitch is fouled away. Maybe they have the potential. They have the potential to do it, but I don't see it. Swung on a miss, 0-2. Up high, 1-2. Guys, if you're interested after the game, I'm going to head over and be in the chat over in Rising Rhino's channel. Rising Rhino is one of our mods here. He covers all things football. Escobar cracks one in the left center for a base hit. So I'll put his link in the chat if you guys want to go check him out. He's doing play-by-play for the Canadian Football League tonight. So you're telling me that we scored 4? Swung on a miss, 0-1. So you're telling me that we scored 4 or more runs on really good pitching in Atlanta, but now we can't do anything against some random pitcher. Yep. Swung on a miss, 0-2. That's the link to Rising Rhinos channel. If you go over, tell them you came from the Pure Adrenaline stream. Bounced in the dirt, 1-2. The only way this team makes the playoffs is on Xbox. And that ball's, right past the second baseman. Canada will score. Escobar goes to third. We'll see how they score that. Probably be a single. Oh, it took a funny hop. So it's now a 14-3 game. The Steelers lead the Jets 14-3. 2 minutes left here. They get the force out at second. That's a 1-6. The run doesn't come home. Shohei Ohtani wants to win. Well, let me look. The Angels, last I looked, the Angels, they're making a pitching change. Why? Why are they making a pitching change with 2 outs here in the ninth? The Angels right now are 34-30. Why? They're not going to trade him. Let's look right now. Right now, man, you're right, Sergeant Gibby. Angels won't make the playoffs because of the American East. Right now, the three wild card teams would be the Orioles, Astros, and Yankees. And the Blue Jays are only a half game out from that, and then the Angels are 2.5 back from that. They might make a run. You never know. I mean, they're doing better than I thought. Well, we'll see what happens. The Yankees were losing tonight, right? I mean, we're not even to the All-Star break yet, but all right. The Orioles just won 3-2. The Blue Jays are tied at 2 in the bottom of the ninth, with runners on second and third and 1 out, with Bo Bichette coming up. The Astros are winning right now. The Angels and Mariners are underway. And the Yankees lost tonight. So if the Angels win tonight, but plenty of baseball, still 100 games to go for most teams. 0-2 to pitch to Alvarez. Up high, 1-2. Why'd they bring their closer in a non-save situation? And lines a base hit in the right field. That'll make it 14-4. So too little, too late. But the Mets get a couple here in the ninth. Should have bunted. What? If we lose this game, we're going to be 30-34. Yup. And we were 30-27 after sweeping the Phillies. And it'll be 7 losses in a row. Inside. Want to know? That ball's up and in. 2-0. The 2-0 to Pham. Swung on a miss, 2-1. The Mets are making a tiny push. Yep, that's all it is. It's tiny. The 2-1. Fouled away, 2-2. And that ball's. Oh, and he misplayed it. It'll go all the way to the wall. So Pham's at second base. 2 more runs score. It's now 14-6. He lost it. He even said he's talking to the center fielder right now. He lost that in the lights. Now, in the dirt, here's Guillorme getting his second at bat of the night. Alex says the Nuggets have a 55-51 lead at the half. There's a strike, 1-1. The 1-1. Fouled away, 1-2. The 1-2. Fouled off again. Guillorme, please. The Mets need 6. The Mets need 6 more base runners to get the tying run to the plate. Fouled off again. This is why this is a bad job by the Pirates manager. You bring your closer in the non-save situation, and right now he's getting ready to throw his 15th pitch. So now he's not going to be available in a game that might be close tomorrow. And Guillorme cranks one in the right field. That's a fair ball. Bounce into the crowd. It's now 14-7. This is why I'd making a pitching change with 2 outs in the top of the 9th inning in a 14-2 game, and you bring your closer in up high, 1-0. Nervais will pinch hit. There's a strike on the corner, 1-1. Let's keep this thing going. Fouled away, 1-2. The 1-2 inside, 2-2. The 2-2. Nervais cracks one out to right field. And this time it's caught, and that'll end the game. The Mets score 5 in the 9th to make it a 14-7 game, but that's 7 straight losses. Man, I know it's been a bad game, but thank you all so much for hanging out with us tonight. Really appreciate it. On the way out, if you would hit that thumbs up, would also appreciate that as well. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, that notification bell. I'm going to go grab something to eat. Then I'm going to go over and check out Rising Rhino's live stream. He's one of our mods here. He's calling the CFL game. I posted the link in the YouTube chat there. So if you guys want to go out and show Rising Rhino some support, would appreciate that as well. We'll be back Sunday to cover the Diamondbacks and Tigers. It'll be nice to cover a game where I really don't care who wins. Water says, have a great night. You too, Water. No problem. Have a great night. Yep. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us, and we'll catch you all on Sunday. Alonso cranks one to deep left.
Really going back. It's out of here, and the Mets win it.